and welcome to another exciting episode of Request Live. My name is Princess Peters and I'll be your host on this amazing journey, and we are about to go on a ride of a lifetime. On this show, we talk about everything, everything from fashion to lifestyle to entertainment to beauty to skincare. When I mean everything, I truly mean everything. And the most interesting part of this show, our viewers can send in their music requests, their birthday shout-out, and also their wedding anniversary shout-out. And I will be ready to say it out for you all. So you know what you will do right now? Go to our social media platform and send me your music request. Let me know what you want me to play for you. Who are you doing a shout out for? Who is celebrating his or her birthday today? And you are connected to the person. And you just want to do what? Send the person's name across and I will do what? Be ready to say it out for you all. And even if it's a wedding anniversary, bring it on. Celebrate those that are celebrating 5, 6, 7, even 10, even 20 years. Celebrate them. It is your time. So come on board now. And the most interesting part again, we will be reading our trending tweet messages that you all are ready to listen to what's happening in town. We will let you know on this show. My name still remains Princess Peters and it is the 10 Request Live. And on today's show, we will be talking about the movie industry, the film industry. What are those common errors that our film directors and also actors make on set? That's what we'll be talking about today. But I will not be doing it alone. I will be bringing on board a film director, a creative script writer, and also a producer, and the person of Mr. Oladele Matti. I'm so sure that name rings a bell. When you're calling directors, you will call his name. I know you guys are ready for today. I know my viewers are ready to listen to the common errors our film directors and our actors make on set, and also to let you all know those small mistakes they make. I see them too, and I'm ready to ask our director, why do they make such mistakes? Why would you be doing this when you're not supposed to do it? Let me keep calm, because when we go on, our next segment is going to be a bumper to bumper. The questions are going to flow. And if you have something you want to ask our guests, go right now to our social media platform and send a message. Tell me, oh, Princess, please ask our guests so question. And I would not deny you from knowing the reply. I will let you all know what exactly is happening. It's the 10 Request Live, but I want you all to do what? To relax, to boogie it down with this music I'm going to throw for you all now. Don't stress yourself. Don't try it. Feel at home. You understand? Get popcorn, get a drink beside you, because we are going on a journey together. Let's go on this short break. We will be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We're still right here at the 10 Request Live, and I'm so sure you guys enjoyed the songs requested by my viewers, because I surely did. And before I went on break, I said I will be having a creative script writer, a film director, and also a producer, and his name is Mr. Oladele Matti. Hey, I'm going to clap if you're not going to clap. How are you doing, sir? So I was telling my people that today they're going to understand what the film industry is about. They will take it in. So I'm sure you're ready for me.
Well, by His grace, I am.
By His grace. Everyone likes starting with by His grace. So I want you to introduce yourself properly.
Like you just did. My name is Oladele Matti. Well, you simply call me Oladele Matti. I'm a creative writer. I'm a film producer and a director. As far as movie is concerned, that's all I do. Well, I don't know any other thing you want to know, but I think that is what I'm here for.
Okay, so now, We all know that the film industry is broad.
Of course.
I want you to take us through. What is the film production aspect for you?
Well, it's so many things, so many things. We're telling story, we're educating people, we're telling our culture, we're portraying ourselves to the outside world in the best way that we can. That is the educative aspect of it. Then you look at the entertainment as it is, you know, sometimes we need to relax our nerves. And you don't just do that. You don't always have to do that by virtue of exercise, sleeping, and all of that. Sometimes you have to take your brain through some certain things that will make it more relaxing. And that movie does that. You understand? So for me, movie is world. It's our world. Or let me put it this way: entertainment as a world is part of our world. We cannot do without it. Yeah.
Okay, so now for the movie industry, a lot of things happen in the movie industry that people are not really aware of. So my question now, I'm going to go to the aspect of being an actor. Can you be an actor without going to school?
Yeah, it is very possible. I'll say this without mincing words. You know, some of us had this training through the hard knock school. What I tag a school of hard knock.
Okay.
We can't do away with the effort of those fathers.
True.
Those who have been there before us.
True.
I'm talking about, you know, starting from the likes of Papa Hubert Ogunde, you know, Ishola Ogunshola, coming down the trend like that. Yeah, most of these people hardly had formal education, but they were able to do something, and they were able to pass a message across. And some of this message which was passed across to, you know, the likes of us who trained under them. So having an education, having a formal education is a way to like enhance or, you know, improve the modern technical know-how of theater. But it doesn't mean that it is limited to that formal education alone. You can as well be an actor trained under a well-trained boss, you know, to achieve that capability. But if you put in, if you had education into it, it's going to do more. Understand? You know, to improve your capability.
Okay, so as a film director right now, okay, now, so how do you see the passion, or how do you see how will I put it? How do you know that this particular person is going to be a great actor, even with the fact that the person did not go to school to study what we call theater art? Let's say the person went to school to study computer science, and coming out, the person just had the opportunity to be an actor. How do you know that this particular person is good for the job?
Yeah, there's this saying that educability of a child depends on his readiness to learn.
True.
The first step to achievement in life, any form of achievement, is your will, your zeal, your determination, your determination to achieve it. And when you see that determination in somebody, definitely you will know that, oh, definitely this one is going to bring something out. He is ready to pour something out. All you need to do, like my boss used to say, we all have what it takes to be a great leader. All you need is just somebody to bring it out. So when you see that zeal in somebody, then what is left for you is to find a way to bring it out of him or her. Another point is the readiness. There's no Mr. Know-it-all.
There is no Mr. Know-it-all. That's
no
true.
Mr. Yes. So irrespective of what potential you may have inside you, you cannot have it all. So you should be ready at all times to learn and learn more. So when you see all of those qualities in somebody, then you know, no, he's going to be somewhere. Not even in the acting world alone, in any other field.
Space, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask this question. How important is the role of editing in making a film?
Oh, I call them the bench filmmakers. They sit on the bench, but they make the movie there. Because no matter what you shoot, no matter how good the number of shots you may have, no matter how creative your shots may be, if the editor gives you something stupid at the end of the day, you simply have a stupid movie. So they are the bench. They are the end date. No, post-production.
Do you give them your script?
Of course, they must have. In fact, most cases, or in an ideal situation, they're expected to have the script even before the shooting started. They must have had an idea of the whole thing, the shots. It's unfortunate here in Nigeria, we've not really gotten there, but we're trying. I give kudos to our, Babas up there, the likes of Sunday Kilani, the likes of Tunji Timiri, Tadeo Gida, and the rest of them. And most of, some of our colleagues too, they are doing fine. We're supposed to have, there's something we call storyboard. That, all of these things, the storyboard, and it's a story on its own that, explains the movie. It goes beyond the script itself. It explains the script, the camera, and the actor. That is the whole storyboard. It says more of the script, the shots, the camera position, everything, even the actor that is acting. So once the editor have a copy of this, then going through it, get to know everything from the director's perspective, from the writer's perspective, then that is what he is going to put down in his editing. So that is what determines it. So the role cannot be overemphasized. So they go along, they read the script and most of the time they have to be on set with us because sometimes the attention also could be needed on set. In the case where you're trying to manipulate something, a kind of shot, a kind of effect, and all that. So they are going to tell us from the computer perspective that this is what the computer is likely to do or not, I cannot do. So their role cannot be overemphasized.
Okay, so my question again, you get a script now to direct a movie. And while directing this movie, why do directors take out roles from movie and they feel it's not necessary? Because I hear it a lot. It's not necessary, let's shoot the next scene. Why do you push out scenes like, this scene, you tell yourself, it's not necessary, let's go to another scene? Why do you push it out when you are the ones that went through the script and you're like, we're ready to shoot this movie?
Okay. Save and accept the director is being biased or is being manipulative or whatever. If it is not anything of such, then I don't see it sometimes as anything wrong for a director to, pull out his. Yeah, it's not supposed to be, something that recurs, in most cases, but sometimes it could happen. And this is the idea behind it. Ideas. This movie of a thing, this script of a thing is like an idea that flows like river. Sometimes while reading the script, you may be thinking in one particular direction, and while acting it out, you're seeing it like something else. So at the end of the day, you now see that this particular scene, if I should shoot it or shoot it in this form, it could probably, annihilate or break something, probably my substance or anything in the movie and the sequential order that I've been coming with, then you may likely take it out. So if it is not from a biased mind, if not from, a mediocre perspective, you understand, then it is allowed, but it shouldn't be. It just don't have to be something that too common on set.
Okay. So my next question is: being a filmmaker needs a lot of expertise and patience because one has to handle everything around his or herself. So how do you get your motivation? Or what keeps you motivated?
You expect me to say God? Well, God is behind everything. But sometimes, I really cannot say this is what brings what creates the motivation in me, because movie making is it's just like me. You understand? I do say this. I correct my mistakes.
Sure.
From the movies that I make. If there's any character in conflict in my movie, a part of that character is part of me that needs to be straightened out. You understand? So the movie itself is me. So sometimes I really don't need motivation. As we were talking, I could just look at, I'm saying, this woman, she looks like this and she's talking to me like this. Or what if she's here to set me up? And that could be. Or what if there's a gun with her and the police just come in and say, everybody, you understand? And before you know what's happening, I'm working on the story.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's not going to be anything wishy-washy. It's going to be something good that you'll be so marveled that, as you were just sitting down, you are using me to write a story. You understand?
And you're already creating something in your mind.
Already. So it's been part of me that I really cannot say this is the motivation. I think I am motivating myself.
You're motivating yourself. Yeah. Wow. Okay, so guys, we have a lot. When I mean a lot, I truly mean a lot to talk about the film industry, production itself. But let's go on this short break. We will be back. Welcome back, guys. I'm so sure you guys enjoyed the song I just played for you, but not to worry. Mr. Oladele is still right here in the studio with me, and we're still talking about the film industry. What you all want to know about the film industry, what they literally don't let you guys know, what you don't see. But trust me now, I bring it out for you. I open it out for you so you guys can understand. They call it the in toto of what's happening inside that movie industry. How are you doing, Mr. Oladele? Okay, so my next question is it ideal for a director to reject scripts from a producer? Maybe because the script is telling stories about things that are happening presently as at that particular moment.
I don't see that as a good factor for him to reject a story. Good, you can reject a script, as you so desire. Maybe you're busy. Maybe there's something about the movie that you actually don't like, you don't agree, based on personal reason. But because to say the reason is
because
it's about something happening, present. The essence of movies is to educate people. What if it is something that is happening and people are getting the wrong perspective of it? So you can make a movie to correct their reasoning.
Also, you make a movie to correct people's reasoning.
Of course, it is possible. It is possible. It's about education. So it's not supposed to be. You can't tell a story of. See, if we were telling a story about what happened in the days of our forefathers, we are only reminding people
of what exactly happened. True.
It is a way of telling them that this had happened in the past. But don't forget that the event or the situation may not have any direct relevance to anybody again. But what is happening as at present still have a good relevance to us. So why can't we tell a story about it? So it is not a good reason to say that is the reason I want to reject a script. No.
Okay, so moving on. In our Nollywood movies, for example, in a court case, they say, "Objection, my lord." And the other person will say, "Objection overruled." But we know in our normal court room, they don't say things like that.
This is one thing I say about consultation, and I will digress a little into one of your previous questions. That is education really needed? Yes, education. Like I said, education will not determine everything, because education cannot determine your technical know-how, your creative power. It's an inbuilt. You understand? But education will enhance something out of you that will help in that direction. So when you go to court, when you want to make a movie that deals with a particular profession, you understand, where you have some experts in that field, it is the most ideal thing that you connect with them, call them, this is what I want to do, and how do you exactly do it? You understand? I've been to court on several occasions. I wrote a script about on Constitution of Nigeria. You understand? Then before I could say this is a complete shooting script, I gave it to an uncle of mine who is a legal practitioner. You understand? So I remember then he was going on his holiday to Ghana and he took the script along. You understand? It took him 2 good weeks to finish the script. You understand? So it's a heavy script, it's a big one. When he came back, he started, the legal, he started, this is not the way it is, this is not, you don't go to court and say, you cannot hear a lawyer say, "Objection, my lord," and the judge will just say,
Nollywood movie, we do it a lot.
It is too much. The judge will just say, "Objection overruled," or "What are you sustaining? What are you overruling?" You understand? What is the ground? You understand? Until I get to that stage before I knew it. So what is the ground? Even if you want to object anything, the judge would still ask you, what is the ground for your objection? So what exactly are you objecting? The lawyer would explain himself, this is what I'm objecting. They will still throw it back to the lawyer again. That what do you see to that? If he can as well object to what he just objected. So if you can counter your objection, then that is when the objection will be overruled. But if he cannot, the objection will sustain, and that is not to say that this lawyer will sit. No, you are only objecting. You sit back. He will continue with what he's saying. The only thing is, he will not go near what you have objected that has been sustained. He will not go or through that again. So many things. So it's just a matter of, educating yourself. As I speak to you, I have Constitution of Nigeria, I have Criminal Code, I have Evidence Act. Most of those books, I just read them at my leisure time just to equip myself. I have Bible, I have Quran, I have Ifa book. You understand? I'm a creative writer. So any script could be brought to me, and I want to write the exact thing. Even in Yoruba language, there's so many things we say that are wrong. Let's say English is a borrowed language. Good. But the Yoruba that I will speak, I'm a Yoruba man. I'm from Lagos. I'm a true indigenous of Lagos State. You understand? So I understand Yoruba to a certain extent, to a reasonable extent. But sometimes we say things in Yoruba language that are very wrong.
Very wrong, right?
So until you equip yourself, you make consultation. There's this educationist that say, learn from others. You cannot live long enough to figure it all out yourself. So you need to read books. You need to make consultation. That is when we can get it all right.
So this takes me to my next question. What are the common errors filmmakers make?
A lot. I don't think. And when you say filmmakers, I am one of them. You understand? Aside some, mistakes that, you cannot, some mistakes have become reflex that you cannot do away with them. There are some that I could see as deliberate. Example is what you just mentioned, the other question you asked. So there are so many things. I think in Nigeria, we are not yet there when it comes to filmmaking. We're still some ways back. You understand? One of the problems is we don't have the capital, that's what we'll say, to make a movie. The government is not helping. But do we have the technical know-how to do it? You understand? And that is when you now see that, okay, this mistake is coming, this one is coming, this is coming. From which source? Is it because you don't have money, or because you don't know you don't make the right consultation with your scripts? So the problem of the movie most of the time is the script. I remember Professor Oladele said when he was alive, or I'll say says, because even if he's dead, his words reign. In his words, he said, the power of every drama lies in the dialogue. In other words, the power of every drama lies in the scripts. Once there's a mistake, I think I would refer to that as a common mistake. Once you get your script wrong, the entire thing is wrong.
So down to the movie industry, what do you feel they need to change in the movie industry? What are those things you feel, this particular thing, they need to change it?
Well, it's a lot. But we can't sit here and say this particular thing has to change when we really don't know the rudiment of that thing. The way we make our movie, like I mentioned the other time, some of the babas at the top.
Babas at the top.
Yeah, I talk about the likes of Tunde Kilani. I talked about the likes of Tunji Bamishigbi, Tunji Shotimiri, Tadeo Gidon, and some of our colleagues as well. Funke Akindele is doing good. The likes of Ibrahim Chata and the rest of us like that. Some of us are doing good. But we're yet to get there because we are yet to have that technical know-how of movie making. That is one. Secondly, our government also needs to, put something in. There's something they don't know, that movie making could contribute to GDP of Nigeria. Movie making is contributing 12% into the GDP of India. Over 6% to the United States of America. So why can we have it done in Nigeria? And in the whole of Nigeria, they say we are the third largest movie producer. Where are those movies we have produced?
Where are those movies we produced, though?
The third largest in the world. 192 countries. We're the third. You understand? So our government has to input something, but we as movie makers, we have to change the way we do it. It is not a must you shoot 2 movies in a year. Even one movie, I've been able to finish 1 film in a year. When I wrote 1 script for 9 months, I prepared 1 script for 9 months. This script I just mentioned that was edited, that my brother, edited for me. It was for 9 months that I did prepare the script. Yet it wasn't a shooting script yet. So it took me to make it. So how long do you think the shooting will take? How long do you think the editing will take?
So people shoot for 4 days.
Oh, that is it. You've just mentioned. So that is one of the things we have to change.
That's the truth. You see some that will say, "Oh, I'm going on set," and 4 days they're done.
Yeah, that's one of the things we have to change.
So now you want them to shoot for how many?
Well, it depends.
For you to prepare a script for 9 months, you have to shoot for how many days?
Well, you can't say this is going to take like 2 months, 3 months, if you really want to get it right. There's something we don't understand. You don't have to finish a movie at once. It doesn't enter into location and you can shoot for 3 weeks. Everybody go back home, relax. We reset, we recamp ourselves. Probably we're shooting in Lagos today, and the next time it is going to be Kaduna. The next time it's going to be Ghana. Okay. We recamp ourselves. So it's not much that we're shooting 1 month at a go. Everybody will get tired. Will get exhausted. Probably the actor will not give you the best. The director will get. You understand? Give them a little while. Let them go back home. But if you do it in Nigeria now, say, okay, we have shot a certain number of scenes, everybody should go home, we're camping. They'll come back and say, we are going to renegotiate. The actors will say, they are going to renegotiate. That one is gone because they want to finish everything at a time. Because that is not a good perspective.
Okay, so we're talking on the common errors that happen in our Nollywood movies that we watch nowadays. Okay, now for example, a man goes to an hotel with his shankers, a babe. And they go into the hotel room, and all of a sudden, someone is calling his wife. "Oh, yeah, your husband is in so hotel. Oh, come right now. Oh, come and and the wife is there. Yes, she's there. All of a sudden, and she's there. And when they tell her, "Okay, this is the room he is. Oh, let's say room 419," and all of a sudden, she gets in front of the door and she opens the door. The door is open. She enters. She busts in. Please, let me ask you people: when you enter a room with woman, don't you lock the door? Why are you leaving it open? Why do Nollywood movies make us think that, these things are not real?
You see, one thing is, in every facet of life, there is what we call logic. Even in mathematics, there's logic. You understand? So logic in mathematics is just a matter of, computerizing, figures, understand? We are not here for mathematics. But in our everyday life, it could be applied. That ideology could be applied and say, okay, what is the logical way to go about this thing? Because this is not real. It is not possible in this modern day, no matter how, simple or cheap the hotel could be or whatever. You cannot pass through the reception without you're not the owner. Even if you are not the owner, if you are the owner hotel, you can't come to my room. It is not possible. So what you need is just how logical can I go about this without mesmerizing the whole situation, bumping, opening the door, bumping on
and
people.
And you're meeting the husband and the
wife. They say, so this is what you do, Abi. I don't know Timothy
and the one that used to pay me. They will not ask the reception, please, one room number is my husband or Mr. So.
That receptionist will go to jail if it discloses such information.
But my point is, they don't even know the room number. But you are going to one particular room and you are meeting the man and the shanker there together. How do you know that that's the room there?
She must have opened virtually all the rooms in the hotel. That is it. So because we're not trying to be logical. True. If we are, you understand, you know that, okay, this thing is wrong. Okay, what other way can I present it and still tell the same story? I give you an example. So in a movie, I was to direct, and somebody said they want to have, I don't want to use vulgar word, or a man and a woman want to make love. You understand? Okay. They are not husband and wife. You understand? So they are supposed to put cloth on
the duvet around.
And I asked the guy that ordinarily with your wife at home, would you cover yourself? So you want to make? This is not possible. You understand? You can't be in such situation and you expect the cloth to. So how do we go about it? Okay, it's a simple thing. I created one scene. I just added one scene. So, okay, they have entered, beam into the room. Then I created another scene that the husband, the woman, the wife of the husband was at home praying for the husband. You understand? That denotes something that, my husband, let him go and come back in peace, so let him be taking care of the house. You understand? By the time we come back to this, the man is buckling his belt. What have they done?
They are done with the activity.
It is simple, it is logical. I'm trying to play with people's logic. You figure it out yourself that they have actually done something. And that has even added a value to the movie, because you'll be saying that, see this stupid man, he's sleeping with another woman and his wife is at home praying for him. That has created another controversy. True. This is logic. Yeah. It is simple. So we don't want to be logical, we don't want to go extra mile, we don't want to, try to challenge our intelligent quotient. That is why you run into such things and it doesn't really happen.
It doesn't really happen. Okay, so I want you to give a final word to up-and-coming filmmakers, people having this ability or inspiring to be great filmmakers in future. What would you tell them?
Well, up-and-coming movie makers, right? Mm-hmm. I'm one of them. So let's give ourselves. I'm also up-and-coming. So let's put in our best. Mm-hmm. Whatever we want to do, try to be educated, try to seek information, try to, go around, seek knowledge. Then don't be too lazy. Put all your best and you will get the best out of it. The sky is not the limit. What we are seeing here is not the limit. If you have been in plane before, you know that when you get up there, you still see another sky down there, and up there, there's still another one. You understand? The sky is not the limit. To some, it's supposed to be the starting point. We'll get there.
Amen. We will. Thank you very much, Mr. Oladele Matti. I really enjoyed it, and I'm so sure my viewers did. It was a ride. Now we give you as the hot, how the thing is going presently. So I'm just going to say thank you very much. Don't worry, invite you another time to talk about something more controversial like this. Thank you very much. So guys, let's go on this short break. Welcome back, everyone. I'm having a nice time on today's show. I told you all before that we are going on a journey. Are we back from the journey? Are we back? Yes, and yes. It's still the 10 Request Live, and I'm so sure you guys heard a lot from our creative scriptwriter, our film director, and also a producer, and the person of Mr. Oladele Matti. He has gone a long way. He has built a career for himself and a name for himself. I like the way he did the way he expressed everything today. Because me himself, I was shocked. Why would you be saying objection, my lord, when you're doing cutscenes? They don't do it. They don't say it. But our movies of today, you will get them saying, objection, my lord. Where will they object, they go? Then someone else on the background will say, objection overruled. Calm down, Emma Rora. People should be calm. They don't say it. And also, secondly, you will see a scene now, and someone is calling the wife of the husband that is in the hotel, and the person said, I saw your husband, he's in that hotel with a babe, and all of a sudden, in less than 2 seconds, the woman is at the hotel already, and she's busting the husband without passing through the receptionist, without even getting the room number, and all of a sudden, the hotel room that the husband is with the babe, the door is open. Like ask yourself that if you enter room with Shenkes now, we enter room with babe, will you leave the door open? No, just ask yourself. They'll not kill me in this Nollywood movie. Will you leave the door open? Because you guys are letting us know that something will happen. That either the wife busting or something else will happen. Please change your taxes. And secondly or thirdly, you are doing a scene now and you know that they're going to poison this food, and people start giving us soundtrack like we already know that something wants to happen. It's glaring. We already know that you want that this particular person wants to do something bad because of your what? Because of your soundtrack. Emma Rora. Keep us on suspense. That's what we want. Let us be eager to watch the movie. Let us sit glued to our TV. When I go to the cinema, I get this a lot. This is the first movie that I know I watched without taking my phone to do what? To reply a message, a chat, or an email. Let's get movies like that. Let's get movies that when you're watching, you don't want to take your eyes off the TV. You just want to stay glued to it because you don't want to miss a scene. Do you understand? I know my directors at home now will be saying, what do you know? But we had someone in house. We had a guest that told us everything we need to know about the film industry, about the common errors film director and actors make on set. I learned a thing or two from what our guest had to say today. On that note, guys, it is time we draw our curtain. We'll see same time, same station. It's still the 10 Request Live, and my name still remains Princess Peters. You can follow me on all my social media platforms at Princess Peters Official. Princess Peters Official, no space at all. Put everything together because I am what? I am good like that. You know, I bring you all what you want to get. I always respond to my audience because I love them and they love me too. So yes, this jacket is from Ibile. Yes, Ibile gives us what we want. So if you love what I'm putting on, if you love my jacket, go around to Ibile Vogue on Instagram and they are ready to respond to your message. Tell them, I want this particular thing. I want this jacket that Princess wore. Yes, use my name as reference. I want this jacket that Princess wore and I want to get it now. And they are ready to give it to you. They are ready to make it for you. This same way, Ibile Vogue for the show movement. It's still the 10 Request Live until we meet again, same time, same station. Bye for now.